I am going to introduce you Hyunju Park, who is a PhD candidate in agricultural and consumer economics. Growing up among the cornfields in Korea, she developed a passion for making food protection sustainable. Her research aligns market incentives with environmental policy so farmers and future generations can win together. A grower herself, she tends her own plot at Orchard Downs. Her presentation is titled, Making Climate-Smart Agriculture Work for Farmers.
Thank you. I'll check the mic check. Thank you. So, did you guys know that when you get gas for your car, 10% of it is actually ethanol made from corn? And whenever you drink water from the tap, that tap is connected to a cornfield. So corn really is everywhere. In Illinois, to grow all this corn, we use more than 2 billion pounds of nitrogen fertilizer every year. And unfortunately, a lot of it washes into our drinking water. In fact, in the United States, growing corn is the biggest source of water pollution. We all want cleaner water, and farmers are not the exception. I'm sorry, I'm so nervous. So they're not the exception, so how can we fix this problem? Well, I'm an economist, so don't expect anything heartwarming, because I'm going to say money. Sustainable agriculture needs to be profitable. So let's think in the shoes of a local farmer I met here in Illinois. Her name was Heather, and she's been farming here for 30 years. She shares my concerns for the environment, so she's using this practice called climate-smart agriculture. This is basically locking the fertilizer in the soil. But the problem is that this is expensive. It not only costs more to implement, it also reduces her corn production, which is basically her family's income. On the other hand, there's this big ethanol plant that gets government tax credit for using climate-smart corn grown from farmers like Heather instead of regular corn. And you might think, looking at this big picture, why don't the plants just pay more for the farmers? Well, that's basically the idea, but important economic question here is, how much more should they pay? And that's where my research comes in. Using thousands of corn farm data in Illinois, I model how farmers make decisions on the field to maximize their profit. And using the model, I can calculate how exactly it costs a farmer to adopt these climate-smart practices and give them a receipt for exactly what they are owed. So from the bottom line of this receipt, I expect to find the following. For the sustainable farming to be profitable, we need at least 60% of government tax credit to flow directly into the farmers' pockets. At the end of the day, we can't ask farmers to save the planet for free because their livelihood depends on it. When they get their fair compensation, we all get a cleaner fuel, cleaner air, and cleaner water. So next time you're at the gas pump, remember that corn can become a little more than just popcorn. Thank you.
Can I ask you a question first? Yeah. This is really fascinating work.
Thank you.
And so you said you talked to a farmer.
Yes.
Yeah, what are some of the things you learned about her concerns or her excitement about this? Was she excited?
Yes. She was very excited to hear that someone was working for their negotiation with the ethanol plants. By talking to them, I really understood what it means for them to change the practice, because it's like a career change for them. Their money depends on it. Mm-hmm. So it was really enlightening experience.
Yeah, fantastic.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.